Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lawbreaker Guide, a new spec devised entirely by myself, consisting of 61 Inquisitor, 9 Justicar and 6 Cabalist. Now this is hands down the most superior spec ever created in Rift, for reasons which I'm going to explain. Now, the synergy with Justicar and Cabalist is absolutely incredible. The synergy with Justicar provides amazing passive heals from Salvation, while also providing Doctrine of Bliss, which synergizes with your various light bolts and attacks. As you attack and deal damage, you will gain Convictions, which then you can use to spend on instant cast fast heals on Doctrine of Bliss. So it's absolutely beautiful. From Cabalist, not only do you gain increased wisdom, but you also gain Curse of Discord, which allows you to dot loads of stuff up and then run around like you're young, wild and free and sassy and whatnot. So I'm just going to give you a demonstration of how the spec works. Notice how I don't care for these mobs. I'm just going to dot them up and keep on running, because that's pretty much how the spec works. It doesn't really require any skill at all to play. You just dot stuff up and keep running, because you're going to be healed like a fuck ton from your various talent points and also the points in Justicar. Adding to that, the points in Justicar also give you increased survivability, which means that you have less damage reduction, more resistance to spells, and it's downright awesome. So, as you can see, you know, the true power of this spec. Got 3 of these golems. Usually, people would be crying on these golems right now. They'd be like, oh, you know, I got 3 golems on me. Haven't even had to pop judicial privilege to stay alive, you know, just swagging it out in this spec. Can quickly top myself up with those lovely Doctrine heals, and then move on to causing yet some more carnage. So, as you can see, you know, it's standard put 2 dots up, but if the mobs have a lot of health, then you may want to put 3 dots up. Now, from your dots, you don't actually gain any sort of salvation or convictions, so what you'll need to do is you'll need to spam bolts, and I have a bolt macro which spams bolts, so if I ever want convictions, I can easily get them. So, as you can see, you know, this just absolutely wipes the floor with everything. Just a couple of dots on everyone, and they're ready to party in the USA. Dun, dun, dun. And unlike other guides, you know, in this spec, I don't actually have to use Fury of the Ascended and just fight invasion mobs that are burnt out and have like 200% more increased damage just to make myself look good. So I'd say, you know, it's a pretty damn good spec. I mean, it's as straightforward as this. Run around, put all your dots up, and play smartly. If you feel like you're going to need big heals, make sure to spam those bolts, and then use Doctrine of Bliss to heal yourself up. I mean, there are various cooldowns that can be covered, such as Nis's Rebuke, which can quickly single target down a large health enemy if there is one specific person that needs to die. But in all honesty, this spec isn't really intended for standing still. It's quick moving, dotting everything up, running around, having a whale of a time. When stuff gets close together, you can hit them with a Fanaticism and then a Soul Drain to quickly bring them all down. And that is it for the Lawbreaker build, guys. Remember, having this build is so good, you're practically breaking the law, and the DPS meters with it. Well, you shouldn't be breaking DPS meters with it, because it's only meant for solo and stuff. Play a proper spec if you want to raid. But yeah, guys, that's it for the guide. It's an awesome spec. Get it on your radar. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions about the build or sort of anything in general, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer everything. Cheers, guys!